Glad to have you here with us as we continue on this Tuesday morning. We are entering the peak of allergy season, so this is when we need the most relief and to get a jump start on the allergies that are still waiting around the corner. Dr. Marc Cromie, Chattanooga Allergy Clinic is here, and you're
always good to see you, my friend.
You're the
always
man.
good to see you.
You are the man. Pollen count a couple of days last week crossed over into that orange category, 105 and 107. Wasn't as bad yesterday, but you and I were talking during the break, and I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but Atlanta last Friday had a pollen count. Now, 105 to 107 for us is high. Atlanta had 14,801. Obviously, that's a record-setting amount. How would something like that, a pollen count that high, affect the average allergy case that you see at the office?
Well, Chip, the truth is pollen like this is something that's going to get everybody sick. Runny nose, sneezing, congestion. Even if you have mild allergies that aren't typically a terrible problem in the spring, you're going to be miserable. You're going to need over-the-counter medicines, prescription medicines. But the truth is that I believe that these record pollen counts that are in Atlanta, we're seeing here also in Chattanooga. There's a difference in the way that they record their pollen counts. We do it on a value level of 5 to 100. They're actually counting every pollen in the air. They said it took them over 2 hours to do this hourly pollen count. So
keep in mind, this is state-of-the-art equipment that these experts are dealing with, and it did take them more than 2 hours.
Yeah, we don't have anything like this in Chattanooga, but I can tell you that the pollen counts are very similar. Every time when we look at the yearly pollen counts between Atlanta and Chattanooga, very similar. A lot of cases I think we're even worse because of where we live in this bowl. But I'll be honest with you, I think this has been a very terrible pollen season that we're seeing. I feel like it's been a little late. We've had a little delay, and boom, it hit, and it hit hard. We went from seeing just a few trees starting to come out to now everything is blossoming. And you know, when you look at your cars every morning, you can tell that the pollen is high. So,
how do we minimize the damage?
All right, so there's the 3 A's of avoidance when it comes to allergies. The first A is avoiding what you know you're allergic to. So if you're allergic to dust mites, yeah, you get zip-up mattress and pillow covers, but you can't avoid pollen. You can't live in a bubble, Chip, even though my Italian mother wanted me to when I was a kid, okay? So it's the A, the next A is allergy medicines and allergy shots, okay? Allergy medicines are gonna be stuff that you go ahead and take, over-the-counter antihistamines, Zyrtec, Allegra, Zizal. Get on the nasal sprays that aren't addicted like Afrin. We want like Flonase, Nasonex. There's some antihistamines over the counter like Astapro that are good. But the mainstay of patients getting relief is to plan ahead and get allergy shots, because you begin immunotherapy now. By the fall, you're going to have some improvement. By next spring, you're going to be covered. And after several years, hopefully this disease can be in remission.
And the way you determine what you're allergic to and how much of the allergy medicine you need, the technology that you guys employ to find that out has really improved over the past several years. So your initial screening is not something you got to mark off a whole day for.
No. Typically, you know, it may take a couple hours because we're specifically trying to pinpoint the allergen, the particular pollen, the ragweed, the tree, the grass, the type of mold that you're sensitive, because I can tailor make your allergy shots based upon exactly what you're allergic to. These aren't just something off the shelf that's made for the general population. This is customized to your immune system. We're going to teach it to quit overreacting to things that are harmless. There's nothing dangerous about your dog and cat or the beautiful spring weather, but if you're allergic, you're going to have a constant release of histamine that makes you sneeze and itch and cough, and we can fix that.
You mentioned a moment ago about a new nasal spray that is either just becoming available or soon will be, that's going to change the whole game.
Well, it's a game changer, and what it is we're talking about epinephrine. It's a new nasal EpiPen. It's called Neffy. And what it is it's a nasal spray that gives you the same dose as an EpiPen, but without a needle. And guess what? Not only does it not hurt, it lasts for up to 2 years, and it's temperature, it's tolerant to high temps. So kids can carry it in their book bags. They can carry it to their sporting events. Normally you have to keep it cold or keep it from getting, you know, too hot or too cold. This is a game changer. And the downside of epinephrine is that people are scared to use it. So I hope that this nose spray will reduce the fear of using it, because the only people that die from anaphylaxis are those that don't get an EpiPen, don't get adrenaline, they don't get what they need. And
kind of amazing that you've got a new product that's out like that, that you can, if you accidentally leave it in the car where temperatures obviously get hot, it doesn't ruin it like just, gosh, not all that long ago. You're the man, so you're up to how many locations of Chattanooga Allergy Clinic?
Eight offices from the womb to the tomb to serve you, baby. Best of the best every year. We're here for you.
Ain't none better in town. Dr. Marc
you,
Cromie, Chattanooga Allergy Clinic, thank you so much for joining us. Stick around. We will have a look at our Sportsman's Forecast on deck. Look at that guy here.